Hi guys! So for today's video I'm going to be reviewing a new eyeshadow palette. I'm sure if you're on this video then you already know NikkieTutorials released a eyeshadow palette with BeautyBay. I like BeautyBay, they're a really good company and they're UK based, which is just fabulous. I have the palette here and I am very excited to get stuck in and get this on my face. Also, if my hair looks damp, that's because it is, because I washed it. Don't really have much more of an explanation than that. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you aren't already, because I would very much appreciate that, and then you get to watch more of my videos, and why would you not want to do that, right? Anyway, so in true Nikkie fashion, I am going to be doing 2 different looks on each eye to try and test out as many shades as possible, and then also I will be checking in at the end of the video and letting you guys know how the pigments held up throughout the day and if they are still as vibrant and lovely as I'm sure they will be when I first put them on. So I already have my base makeup on. It is absolutely gorgeous, and there's one side. And there's the other side, and it's very beautiful. With this palette, you actually do have a rainbow palette, but because of the order of them, it doesn't necessarily look like a rainbow palette, but you do have all the colours of the rainbow. So I've decided I'm going to be doing a rainbow eye look and go from one end of the spectrum to the other across my eyes to try and use as many colours as I possibly can. And then I'm also going to swatch the metallic shades for you guys because they are just absolutely beautiful. I love the fact that this palette comes with a regular mirror and then a magnifying mirror. I don't think that's been done before, which seems really obvious now that I think about it. Like, why hasn't it been done before? But like, damn. I can see so many eyebrow hairs that I need to pluck. Wow. I don't know if I wanted to see myself that close. I do want to have a little test of these transition neutral shades. So I'm going to do a little bit of a crease to sort of add some depth and shadow there. And then I'm going to keep this upper area here clean to try and get the most colour from these shades. I'm going to go in with Mila, which is this shade here. And I'm just going to start putting that into my outer crease and just see how they blend, because these are the colours that I'll be using on like a day-to-day basis. Okay, so that blended pretty easily. We've got a little bit of patchiness, but also I think sometimes that's just my skin. Now I'm going to deepen that a little bit more with 5 AM, which is this dark brown shade up the top. Just going to go right in the outer corner. So if I was going for just a very everyday neutral look, I would use these 2 colours and do something very similar to this and just bring it up a bit more. But as I said, I want to keep that area free for the colours. There is a quite a fair bit of dust just coming up on these, but they are pressed pigments, so that is kind of what happens. I just go in with a brush very lightly. Like, I've seen people really dig into pans just to tap off all the excess and then go in, and it's like, why did you get so much on your brush anyway if you were just going to tap it off? Like, just tap lightly, just brush lightly, and they will last you so much longer. Shut up! Shut the fuck up! I'm going to start off with Nikkie, which is the bright red named after her little brother. Okay, so that placed really easily. Nice even coverage there. And now I'm going to try and blend the edges out just a little bit. I'm going to hold this palette this way because it's kind of quite hard. Like, I'm using this mirror here and then I've got all this palette over here. So I'm just going to hold it sideways, actually. I think that is the easiest way to do this. And let's pack some of that orange shade. I'm going to go back in with Nikkie and deepen that up. Now I'm going to go in with Vla, which is the bright yellow. Let's try and get a good amount on the brush. It's quite a pastel yellow. Look at that. I've just made like a fire eye. How sick is this? I'm not going to lie, that was pretty easy to do. Okay, so on this eye, I'm going to start on the outer corner again, and I'm going to go in with Slasher, which is this deep purple, and do the same thing that I did with the red, hopefully. I'm a bit nervous with this one because purple can be patchy compared to other colours, and the outer part of my eye is where I have that patchy dry skin. So let's see how this goes. So far, that is it's laying down pretty nicely. Ooh, that's blending quite nicely too. Okay. That's nice though. Yeah, I've definitely I think I've gone higher with these colours, so I'll fix that at the end. Let's just keep going. So now I'm gonna go in with Amsterdam, which is this deep blue right at the bottom. Get that on there. Wow, that is that's pretty damn pigmented. Let's try and fade it out. This one I'm getting a little bit of patchiness. You can see that there's more that's sort of clung on here, so I'm going to try and pat in some more pigment around that. Okay, I'm going to go back in with Slasher, try and blend the two together a bit more. So now I'm going to go in with Ew, which is this nice green here. I think this is a beautiful green, very tropical. Okay, what do we think? I'm pretty impressed. I think the colour payoff is really nice. I found that pretty easy to do. I mean, you guys just watched me do it. And what do we think? What do you guys think? Let me know down below in the comments, because I'm definitely no makeup expert. I have only been using makeup for about 5 years maybe, which, considering I'm 23, a lot of people would have been wearing makeup for like 10 years by now. I'm quite new to the game still. But that's also why I like to review palettes, because I know that not everyone has these skills, and they want to know if they can still use these kind of products. And I did find this really easy to use. This is the kind of brush I would recommend if you want to do a look with multiple colours and blend them together but not get it muddy. You want a fluffy brush still, but quite a small one, so that you can keep it contained in a certain area. Otherwise you will get colours sort of just mushing together and muddling them up. What should we put on my lid? I really just want to use Ivy. That is this metallic white shade. So I'm just going to take, which nail is the shortest? I'm going to take this finger and just rub it very gently. And let's get that into my inner corner. It's a very glittery shade. I think on this eye, I'm going to put NikkieTutorials on my lid, which is this beautiful metallic blue here. And then on this one, I'm going to use Aura, which is this gorgeous sort of very warm rosy gold. So, oh wow, that is, okay, this is going to be pigmented, I just know it. Oh my god. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That is, damn, that's stunning. Oh, that is beautiful. Wow. These are very glittery metallics, which I actually quite like. Wow, look at me. I feel like a parrot. I don't know if I want to add anything to my lower lash line. I usually don't with makeup. But what could we do? I might add a bit of Zoma, because it's just this nice peachy shade at the bottom here. And I feel like that would just give me a little bit of depth. My eyebrow is longer on this side. I always do that. I'm terrible at making my brows even. But we're not here to discuss my brows. So I'm going to put some mascara on and then I'm going to be right back. So this is the finished look. I'm really happy with it. I think it's really bright. It's really fun. I mean, I went for a rainbow eye, so of course it was going to be bright and fun. But the actual colour payoff, I'm really happy with. The way these metallics reflect. Lord. So I actually have to go out now. I have a nail client to do and a couple of other bits and bobs. So I will be back in a few hours and we will see how these colours look after I go outside, because it's a bit windy as well. So if anything, the wind's going to just blow them straight off my face. So we'll see what happens and I'll be back. Okay, so I'm back and magically it's only been about 2 seconds for you, but it's actually been about 9 hours for me. I've been to work, I've been to the shops, I've had me dinner. This is how we are looking at the end of the day. I have literally not touched my eye makeup whatsoever. This is how the eyeshadow has held up. It's literally been like 9 hours. Like I'm actually quite shook. And I've been outside in the wind and, you know, the nice British weather. For me, having looked at it throughout the day, if it has changed slightly, I probably can't really tell, but it still looks good. Oh my god, I had food on my mouth that whole time. That's embarrassing. The colours have stayed on really nicely, especially these metallic shades. Like my lids are still looking bomb, and this is the crease situation. It hasn't really like transferred or moved from my crease. You do obviously get the possibility of staining, so I am interested to see what my eyelids look like underneath this. But before I take it off and find out, I'm gonna swatch the rest of these metallic shades. I have a lovely bruise from pole dancing. I don't know how I did that, but I did. So yeah, here are all the metallics swatched. They are stunning. I am very happy with this palette. I'm very happy with this purchase. It's a nice size. It's not too big. It's not too heavy. And it's just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm very happy with it. And for £25, like, she could honestly have charged so much more for this. Like, she could have charged £35 for this. If Jeffree Star made this, he would charge like 45 quid. I have Jeffree Star palettes, sadly, and some of the colours actually don't blend out that well, and they're a lot more expensive than this palette. This I found so easy to use, so don't be intimidated by a pressed pigment. And I'm very happy for Nikkie that she has had a successful launch with this palette. If you've seen my last video where I talked about meeting YouTubers, including NikkieTutorials, you'll know that I absolutely love her and just wish her all the best. So I'm very happy for her with this palette and I'm very happy to have my hands on it. I'm going to include a little clip of my eyelids after I've taken my makeup off to see if there's any staining. But besides that, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed this review and slight tutorial of this rainbow look. And make sure you subscribe, give it a thumbs up, check out my other videos because I have a mix of fashion and makeup and lifestyle and all that stuff, but with a little bit of an alternative twist on it. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Front camera update to end the video with. I didn't really get any staining. This was the blue eye. This was the red eye. Is there any staining? Maybe a little bit. Maybe this side is a tiny bit pinker than this side. Although it kind of just looks like my eye bag. It's got that nice purple, you know, bag for life look. So, I get a lot of compliments on my skin, but I just want to say that that only exists for half of the month. And then the other half of the month, my skin looks like this. It just depends on when my period is. Just vagina things.